Alright, in this video we're going to be continuing going through my religious titles here. Some of these I can go kind of quickly through because I already explained what, or tried to explain what General Conference was. So I'm just going to show and say which ones they are in the runtimes. And so this section could go pretty quickly and maybe include 3 stacks instead of just 2. So up first for this one we have the 176th Semi-Annual General Conference from October of 2006 here, and it has a runtime of 10 hours, which if we break 5 sessions down into 2-hour segments, it kind of makes sense for it to be 10 hours, because that's what it is in real life. Then we got the 177th Annual General Conference from April of 2007 right here. And this one has a runtime again of 10 hours. And then we have the 179th Semi-Annual General Conference from October 2009 right here. Again, 10-hour runtime. There is one in the third stack that's 10 hours and 38 minutes, but I think the rest of these for right now are 10 hours on the nose. Next up, we have the 180th Annual General Conference from April of 2010, right here. Another one of the 10-hour runtimes. Then we have the October Semi-Annual 180th General Conference from 2010. And I set that way out of order in a weird order. Once again, 10 hours. Good grief, I'm not sure why I'm yawning so much. I've been up for over an hour. Then we got the April 2011 181st Annual General Conference right here. These are all 3-disc sets from 3-disc collections. This one uninstalled for some reason over here. Weird. Anyway. Next up we have the 181st Semi-Annual General Conference from October of 2011. Right here. Another 10 hours. And next stack, because we're only at 3.5 minutes now. Next up, we have the 182nd Annual General Conference from April of 2012. Right here. And I think unless I state otherwise, we'll just assume they're 10 hours. Next up, we have the 182nd Semi-Annual General Conference from October of 2012. Right here. Then we have the 183rd Semi-Annual General Conference from October of 2013. This one's also 10 hours. The next one has an hour and a half, or hour 12-minute jump for some reason. And that is this one, the 184th Annual General Conference. This one clocks in at 11 hours and 12 minutes. That's crazy. At 11 hours and 19 minutes, we have the 184th Semi-Annual General Conference from October of 2014. then at 11 hours and 15 minutes and 11 hours and 12 minutes respectively, we have the 185th Annual and Semi-Annual General Conferences from April of 2015 for the annual and October of 2015 for the semi-annual, right here. There we go. And this is still a very short video because we've gone through 2 stacks and we're only at 5.5 minutes. So let's go ahead and get into the 3rd stack with the last of the general conference. And then we'll probably get into this last stack here afterwards because we'll see. Next up is the 187th Annual General Conference from April of 2017 with 10 hours and 38 minutes. Right here. Then we have the 187th Semi-Annual General Conference from October of 2017. Right here. And this one is 10 hours 57 minutes. Almost 11 hours. Crazy. Crazy how long some of these are. The next 2 are 3. Okay, the last 4, my bad. The last 4 general conference things I have are all under 10 hours. Although in the case of this next one, just barely. We have the 188th Annual General Conference from April of 2018, right here. And it's 9 hours and 50 minutes. Like I said, just barely under 10 hours there. The next one here is the 189th Annual General Conference from April of 2019 with 9 hours and 39 minutes. Then we have at 9 hours and 33 minutes, we have the 190th Annual General Conference from April of 2020 amid the biggest hoax in the history of mankind. At 9 hours and 7 minutes, we have the 190th Semi-Annual General Conference from October 2020. Right here. And that's it for General Conference, but that's not it for this video. Next up, we have the theatrical cut of God's Not Dead, the first one here. I also have the second one individually, but since it's the same version that's included in the next entry, we'll talk about that a little bit more when we get to that one. This particular one is PG with 114 minutes. The reason I mentioned that is because of the extended cut in the next collection for this one. There is an insert in here. There's a couple of them. Other movies in the Pure Flicks collection. Those are some titles that I might want to check out later, but or try and check out. But for now, that's that. Next up, we have the God's Not Dead 5-movie collection with God's Not Dead 1 extended cut, God's Not Dead 2, God's Not Dead 3, A Light in the Darkness, God's Not Dead 4, We the People, and God's Not Dead 5, In God We Trust, right here. I just read the titles off right here. They're also listed on the back of the thing. That is what the case for number 2 looks like. 3, 4, and 5. And the cut case looks similar to the theatrical one. And inside we have the run times. The extended cut for the first one is 2 hours and 8 minutes. Followed by the second one at 2 hours and 1 minute. The third one is an hour 44. The fourth is an hour 32. And the newest one, number 5 from 2024, has a runtime of an hour 37. And I'm looking over the list of characters, the list of actors named in here. So far with the third, fourth, and fifth, I don't recognize any of the names. And that is also true for the first two. Okay, cool. I haven't checked any of these out yet, but they are on my radar to do so. All right. We're still kind of on the short end here, so after I do this next stack, I might go down and grab more stacks and continue this video. I'll probably pause after these ones to go down and grab other titles, but I'll also take these ones down to start putting them away at the same time. But in the meantime, up next we have Introductory Gospel Messages, Our Heavenly Father's Plan, Together Forever, What is Real, Labor of Love, and the Prodigal Son, right here. And in that same order, the run times are 28 minutes, 30 seconds, 29 minutes, 27 seconds, 26 minutes, 27 seconds, 24 minutes, 27 seconds, and 30 minutes, 36 seconds for a combined total of 140 minutes approximately. And then we have the Gospel Lessons for Family and Personal Use, Volume 4. Take EFY home by sharing this DVD with others. EFY, it became FSY. It used to be especially for youth, EFY. Now it's for the strength of youth, FSY. So this is it's from 2009, it looks like. But I don't think it has a runtime or anything on it. Oh, and the disc is still in here. Why have I not taken the disc out? That's weird. Well, take the. Well, since the disc is in there, I'll show it. But there's no indication as to the runtime even on the inside of here. So, okay. Yeah. So there's the disc. For some reason, it's still in its case. Gotta take that out and get it sorted up. I could have sworn I had that sorted already. But I'll just set it on top of one of these stacks. Face up. Next up, we have this one is more of a callback because this particular organization is not called this anymore. It's just the Tabernacle Choir. And that is the Mormon Tabernacle Choir and Orchestra at Temple Square. Historic visit to Nauvoo. It's 90 minutes right here and here. So yeah, that's now I feel like I should be checking each of these cases to make sure they're actually empty, unlike that EFY one. Next up, we have How Rare a Possession, the Book of Mormon. Right here. This has a runtime of 1 hour, 5 minutes. So a whole bunch of languages available on this. That's one I remember to take the disc out, so that's good. Then we have In the Service of Your God. Right here with 260 minutes. Wow, that's pretty long. And if it weren't for the general conference things being 10 hours each, this would probably be my longest individual title. Probably. Although there's like 15,000 some odd minutes for the Supernatural series, but that's an entire series. This is just a single title. So next up we have Joseph Smith Plates of Gold right here. And it's 104 minutes for a PG rating. There we go. Next up is Joy to the World. Again, this is a bit outdated with the name because it features Mormon Tabernacle Choir instead of just the Tabernacle Choir now. And the orchestra at Temple Square. And this one is 38 minutes. Here we go. And then we have up next the Lamb of God here at 27 minutes. Then we have The Last Leaf with 24 minutes. Right here. The Last Descent, and this was inspired by the true story of love and loss at the Nutty Putty Cave. And if you're prone to crying with sad movies, definitely have some tissues nearby for this one. Standalone Blu-ray, not a Blu-ray DVD combo, which is fine. I can get the DVD separate. I'll read the little blurb on the back, and then I'll share a little bit about it. My memories watching it, I should say, because it was a sad one. I don't really cry with movies, but I almost did with this one. So, came out in 2016, 105 minutes PG. When John Jones returned home from medical school for a Thanksgiving visit with his wife and 2-year-old daughter, he could not have anticipated that his mortal journey would end 28 hours later, 150 feet underground, at the dead end of a popular cave. Despite the heroic efforts of rescue crews, they were not able to free John's body from the narrow tunnel where they had become, or where he had become stuck while exploring with his brothers and friends. But that didn't mean John and others weren't saved in a real sense that day. The Last Descent proves the power of love and family can overcome anything, even death. And a lot of it is a really good story, but it does have a very sad ending, as the synopsis on the back there would suggest. Just no sort of like insert or anything. The case itself looks like the Blu-ray slipcover here. So, oh, come on. Sometimes it's challenging getting cases back in their slipcovers because of the plastic on the cases, or like the plastic part, like the plastic shield here. Sometimes this can make it hard to put slipcovers back on. Next up, we have The Last Supper right here. And it's an hour long, 60 minutes. Playable worldwide. Which personally, I think everything should be playable worldwide. I don't get the whole region lock stuff, but I've got a region-free 4K player that's able to play most things. I've noticed a few that have been region locked to region 1, which is North America and Canada, that is for some reason not able to play. And it's like, what? So I just put those ones either in my Blu-ray player or my PS5, and it plays them just fine on those. So it's like, what? This is region 1. I live in region 1. Why the heck is this not working for a region-free 4K player? Like, what? And then we have A Legacy More Precious Than Gold, the story of the discovery of California gold. In recognition of the California Sesquicentennial. Not sure how long that time period is. Sesquicentennial. I'll have to look up when that means and put it in the description, because I do not know what that means. But it's 24 minutes long right here. So I'll be looking up that term before too long here. Up next we have Let Not Your Heart Be Troubled, a message of peace for Latter-day Saints in military service. 57 minutes, and the image is cut off a little bit of the back, so I can't read this the blurb there, because this, as you can see, cuts it off. I'm not sure why it's like that, but it is. So yeah. I think I might go ahead and end this one here with these 4 stacks. Just because I want to look up that term and put it in the description. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.